So bear with me. First, I want to say anybody that wasn't on the boot camp last night needs to go back and rewatch that because there was tons of information that Brittany put out, and I learned so much from that. But the way I'm gonna briefly, the way I start my morning is I get up and I pour into myself before I do anything else. Of course, I take my capsules, but then I do either Bible study or do some reading, um, listen to a podcast, just something to pour into myself because I have to be ready here before I feel like I can help anybody else. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I got makeup on. I didn't because I got to go to an appointment. So thank you, Candy. But yeah, I always pour into myself first because I feel like if I'm not in the right state of mind, I'm not going to help anybody else. So that's what I do first thing in the mornings. Um, I actually have already went on and done a lot of stuff because I am a very early morning person. I may be up anywhere 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning every day. I've just always been a morning person. So I do a lot, but then I go back and I kind of redo IPAs throughout the day. I don't just do them in the morning and then that's it. Okay, so then what we need to do, first of all, I go on and I always post about products. Post, you can do all 3 steps, you can do just one step, but I always do a post on both my stories, Instagram and Facebook, of a product. So anybody that hadn't done that, if you want to go ahead and do that. And the good thing about that, um, you can do boomerangs, you can do a video, um, you can just do a picture with a caption, but kind of switch it up. Don't like do the exact same thing. I know we have a lot of content in the groups that we can use. And I'm guilty as well. Some of it, sometimes I will just take it and use it just like it is, but I like to take it and try to kind of make it my own, using different apps to make videos. I do use Unfolds. I use, let's see, Unfold, the story sheet that Britt talked about, over. Krista told me about that one. And then the one that Brittany's, I think it was Slice, she talked about last night. I'm going to download that today and try that. That looked very, very interesting. So I'm super excited to try that one. But yeah, the first thing you want to do is post on your stories. Okay. So we got that. And I've already done that this morning. So I had to make me some notes so I wouldn't forget everything because I'm so nervous. Okay. The second thing I like to do is go and make a post on Facebook and then go and make a post on Instagram. I'm really just now starting to grasp Instagram. I was kind of scared of it. And I had to get out of my comfort zone to be able to start building more people in that. So, in my first post, I always like to do some kind of quote. And I know you can do like a picture, you can do a saying, don't just post just anything, but I like to actually do a written out quote, because it just helps. I get a lot of interaction from that. You know, people, that's what they expect of me. I get a lot of messages saying, you know, it really hit home with them or something like that. But you can make your first post about anything. Make it about the business, make it about a product, make it strictly about you, but make it an intentional post, something that is going to draw people to you. Like Brittany said last night, you can pull from your fives and make a post according to that. So yeah, if everybody wants to go and do that, then we'll do that. I'll give you a few minutes on that one. And you want to be sure too, like on your post, when you're doing pictures, to do, make sure your pictures are clear pictures. They're not, you know, real fuzzy pictures or anything. Presets is something that Krista taught me about back a while back about, and it really, really makes a big difference in your pictures. She introduced me to Lightroom, so anybody that was on the boot camp last night, Brittany talked about that, and it's really a great app to use to make your pictures look really nice. And on your post too, your morning post, if you want to go live, do a live. I walk every day. So if you look at my page, a lot of mornings while I'm walking, a podcast that I've just listened to, because I always find something. I like to pick things that people have put in the different chats. And I'll listen to those podcasts while I'm walking. And a lot of the time, some of that just really, it's like I can't wait to get on and talk about it. So I get a lot of interaction from that, and it's just being giving my true feelings about it. And I look, yeah, I've got makeup and everything on today, but it's only because I'm going somewhere. 9 times out of 10, I'm still sitting in PJs. I get my walk done, I come home, I get a shower. That's it. It's PJs the rest of the day. Um, but on my walk, I was really, really nervous about doing lives, period. And then now, if you'll look, when I walk, I am a hot mess, guys. But you know what? That's just me. People come to expect that, and that's what you want to be with your post. Is very, be you, be genuine. I'm gonna give you guys just a couple more minutes. That way, anybody, in case I'm going too fast, that's the nerves. That's what that is. In case anybody didn't get things up on their stories and their posts, like I said, I usually do kill two birds with one stone. I'll do my post on Facebook, and then I will go over to Instagram and do a post. Hashtags are big. Um, you can search different hashtags according to your fives, and that will really help. It helps get you, excuse me, a lot of interaction when you do that. And again, on the platforms, you can do it anything as far on both platforms as your post. But um, I normally like to, on Sundays, I'll try to kind of plan out each day some ideas. And if I've already got a post, I'll keep it in a folder on my phone and use it. Um, that way I'm not scrambling around trying to find something and then slap something up that's not really genuine, you know, that's sloppy. Okay, so the next thing that I like to do, I like to go on and do interaction on my timelines. And I do that on both platforms. And I, I don't, not on the story part, this is on the actual timeline. And don't get caught up just scrolling and scrolling. Be intentional with it. Sometimes I know it's easy to get on there and you're going through your timeline and then you just kind of you get off track, or I do. I'll be totally honest. It's very easy. I have to time myself because I'll get off track and then I'll start, you know, next thing I know, I've done been scrolling on Facebook unintentionally. Um, non-productive for 30 minutes or so. So you want to go on, and when you comment, you want to pay attention to what you comment. Again, be intentional. And I like on Instagram. I know I'm jumping back to the posting part of it, but I like the the reels and the IGTV. That's something that I'm trying to get. Um, I'm breaking up. Am I breaking up, guys? Can y'all hear me okay?
We can hear you. It's just a little like staticky, but we can still hear what you're saying. So I don't know what
Okay.
would be making it do that.
I don't know. I don't know if I have bad signal.
It's all good. Like I said, we can still hear everything you're saying. So you're good.
So what was I saying? I forgot what I was even talking about. Oh, the reels. That's something that's really a cool thing to use. And I was really shocked because, like, for me to get 400 views on something, I was just like, yeah, you know. I mean, to me, there's people that get thousands and thousands. I would have been happy and pleased my first few reels getting a couple, but when you're getting over 400, it's just like it's very exciting because you know that people are actually out there and they're paying attention. Let's see. Make sure when you're doing your interactions, don't just go on and put a bunch of emojis on there. Um, or you know how if you go in the comments and you start typing, it'll pop up like an automatic populated um, comment you can put in there. I kind of steer away from those. I like to go in and put my own in there and there again be intentional with it. Don't just comment to be commenting. Be genuine, guys. And while I'm going through my timeline, there's always stuff that you'll find that there's people that'll pop up that you're like, okay, this is not me. So yeah, we may be friends or whatever, but just like their posts and everything, I'll go in at that same time and I'll remove those people. And that's another thing is to always, I know it doesn't have to do with the interaction part of it, but um, you always want to every day be adding people to both platforms because if you don't, you're going to have the same people every day that are seeing your stuff. And if you're not getting much more interaction and it's not growing, it's because it's the same people. And you need to grow your people. Okay, so the next thing I like to do is go in and do my birthdays. Um, and a good idea, I found that it works, and I've had a lot better response from. Candy talked about it one time. I would always go in, and whoever's birthday it was, I would send them a message instead of just putting it on their page. But you think about it, if it's their birthday, they're probably getting all kinds of messages. Excuse me. So yours kind of gets lost in there. So I like to go and look 2 days ahead or a day behind. And that's the people that I will go in and talk about birthdays to. And I used to type it, but I have found somebody gave the tip, several people have, that to do voice messaging as far as the birthdays. And it seems like I have gotten a lot better response where before people would just do a thumbs up if I did a message or some type of emoji. But I actually am getting more of a response where people are either voicemailing back or voice messaging back, or they're actually typing me a message back. I think it's because, it's like if you go and you leave somebody a birthday message, don't be like, oh, I seen your birthday was yesterday. Be just be spunky and show that energy in there. And they're like, whoa, I get a lot of interaction just by doing that. So that was a great tip that I learned from Candy to do it either a day out or a day behind on birthdays. So you're not, and do it as a message. You're not like falling into the group of the hundreds of other people that are wishing them a happy birthday that they may not even honestly realize you sent it. They just go through there and click a like or something because they're trying to clear it all out. But birthdays, if you're not seeing a lot of people with birthdays, then that's another sign that you need to grow your people. You need to be adding more people in there. Everybody's working on that. I'm just going to kind of talk about a few other things that I wanted to share. Lives are so important. I was like super, super nervous about doing lives. And it's like, the more you do it, I still get nervous. I mean, you imagine, because that's to face the world. I'm nervous. Well, I'm not as nervous now, but I was very nervous even getting on here with you guys, which I know support me, but you've got to get out of that comfort zone. You've got to show people your face. It doesn't have to be about the product. It doesn't have to be about the business. It could be about something you're doing in your day. And I very rarely do I like plan that, okay, this is my life, this is what I'm going to do. I have to do it like spur of the moment. I guess you can say it's like, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to go live. Oh, I'm going to go live about this. So if I go ahead and I do it, when I get that
Hey, Betty, you're cutting out a little more. It's getting a little worse. I don't know if you could like move it around and see if that'll help.
Not really.
Maybe see if you can move closer to it. I don't know if it's like the signal or.
Yeah, because I've had a little bit of problems with my, like even dropping calls and stuff. So.
Maybe if you just give us another task real quick, and then you can like go out and come back in and see if that helps. Like maybe turn your Wi-Fi off and turn it back on, or maybe something like that.
I was gonna say if you move to a room closer to your modem and router, that might help too.
It kicked me out randomly. I think Zoom is doing the most right now because I think I've let Meredith in like 3 times, so I don't know what it's doing.
No, that was me. I kept hearing her static, so I thought it was my connection. So I kept leaving and coming back in. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine. I just thought
I'm having you over here doing the most.
Krista, I think it's Zoom because when you were just talking, it started being staticky too.
So it's probably.
I think it's Zoom. It kicked me off like out of nowhere, and I had to get back in.
Okay. Is that any better? I could have set my cord to see if maybe that would help. But really, we can let's see. The next thing is I go on Instagram and Facebook both. You can pick whichever platform you want to start with, but I do unfollow on those to kind of clean up. I will say on Instagram, don't unfollow like tons of people because they'll put you in jail and you won't be able to do anything on Instagram for a while. I didn't realize that, and that happened to me. I just went in and was doing unfollow because I'm going to be honest, the Instagram I actually didn't even have an Instagram until the last company I was with, and they're like doing Instagram, so I did it, and I'm not going to say who it is. I know 90% of us all know who it is, but it was like just go mass ad. So I was trying to go in and just unfollow a bunch of people because I had just crazy people on there that I didn't even relate to. But yeah, every day I do the unfollow on Instagram and on Facebook. You can use hashtags to search according to your lives to add people. Let's see. Oh, I was talking about lives, but yeah, go live. Live is something that I have really found, even though I was very nervous about it, that has helped me as far as I have so much more interaction from that, and it can be something just like my walk. The other day, I talked about my grandkids. My grandson winning the championship football game, and it was like I had so many people commenting on that, and then even people in my inbox and just talking about their kids. And to me, it's I guess the thing that made me feel uncomfortable too, I'm just going to be honest, is I feel like I'm so much older. I feel like the old woman of the bunch. So, but the thing about that has helped me, I have found groups that way, people that there's this one that I have been in for I don't know, probably about 6 months now, and I have gotten a lot of them that have private messaged me, and we're Facebook friends now. And yeah, they'll ask me questions about the products and stuff like that. But it is more people that's my age, so it's like I guess I was trying to reach out in all the wrong directions. I wasn't pulling from like my thoughts. I was looking at things like say Krista had and Fiona had and Brittany had, and it's like I had to get out of that comparison. If you're true to yourself, people will come to you. And that's just every day I try harder and harder to do that. I totally lost my train of thought. In the back of my mind, I'm saying I left my notes in the house, but no, let's see, they're old. And Brittany talked about last night too, and I do take a day that I try to do. Sundays I try to do like get some extra content together and things like that. I always do a weekly goal sheet on Sunday for the following week, and it doesn't have to be, the goals, guys, don't have to be something like super extravagant. It can be simple things, and once you start achieving and knocking off those goals, I was setting such high goals for myself that it was hard for me to kind of check those goals off, and then that put me in a mindset of not feeling that I was doing the right things. Like, it even at one point I was like, am I really cut out for this? And then I started the whole pouring into myself, reading the different books, listening to the podcast, and I was like, it doesn't matter how old I am. It doesn't matter that I don't have bukus of money. It doesn't matter that I don't drive a sports car. I'm important too. And there's people out there that are just like me that can relate to me. I have more people, since I'm being genuine to myself, say, come to me because they are more like me. You know, I'm reaching more and more people, and it's the thing is, you shouldn't always be out there after the sale, and thinking, okay, the first time somebody messages is about the products, and then you don't get the sale. Don't get discouraged. I was letting that just really knock me down, like, oh my God, I just blowed that out of the water. But I've had, well, they'll keep messaging, you know, and then they'll ghost you. And then the next thing you know, they've seen you got a new product, or they've seen a post where you've shown your personal results or something you've gone through, and then they're back in your inbox. If it's meant for them to be with you, they will come back. You just have to keep on at it. Just keep confidence in yourself and know that you can reach out to others. I was terrified to reach out to, like, Brittany. I love Brittany to death, but I was just terrified because I'm like, I can't message her, or like Chris. I've known Krista for years, but when we were in the last company and she brought me to that company, I was so scared to reach out to Krista. But it's like, I mean, I'm comfortable with it now. You can reach out to anybody in the groups. That's the thing. Find somebody you really click with. I love everybody, but there's something about Candace. Like, there's so many times we're on the same page, you know, and I click with her really well. So if I've just got something I need to get off my chest, or I've got a question, then I can shoot her a message, because for one, Candy's like me. Okay, Candy has kids, but her kids are pretty much grown kids. Chris has got babies. She's got balls, so she can't, just because she can't immediately message you back doesn't mean she don't care. She just, you know, that's that thing called life as well. But like me, I am a Nina, not a grandma. I'm a Nina, and so even my grandsons are teenagers. I don't have kids at home. It's me, my husband, and my little dog. So if anybody wants to reach out to me, I'll help you any way I can. If I don't have the answer, I'll say, well, I'm sorry, I don't have the answer, but you know what? We'll figure it out. Let's go to this person. Let's go to this person. Just, my thing is, try to keep confidence in yourself, because everybody on here is just as worthy of this as the other person. And you have to truly, truly want it, and you have to do the work, though. It's not going to just fall in your lap. So I guess, guys, I really don't know what else to say. I kind of got off track, and I tend to do that. That's the thing with me. I'm just all over the place, but that's me. That's me. But I do appreciate everybody jumping on. If anybody has any questions or anything, I'll be glad to answer them if I can. But I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and I appreciate this opportunity to do this. I was a nervous wreck, and I mean, I was pure shaking when I got on here. But I'm feeling much better about this, and I cannot wait until next Monday to do the next one. Also, work with me. Y'all know we have them. I know that you can't get on every single one, but these work with me's are so important. If you can't get on it, 9 times out of 10, unless there's a good with Zoom or something, they're recorded. You can always go back to it. You make time for what you truly want, and if you truly want to be successful in this business, you need to make time for those Zooms and other things that will help you along the way. But I guess I'm going to get off of here, and I have got to get to my appointment. But thank you guys so much. I hope you guys got something out of this, and I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys next Monday. Thank y'all.